Good evening, everyone. I'm back here for another night hike. There's a little bit of dirt in the road. I'm actually on a dirt road right now. So it's a little kicked up right now. But I am trying to check and see if I can see anything up in the trees. That's the Conneaut Creek below me. I'm standing on Creek Road. And we picked up something moving over there. Can you see that guy? Yep. That's either a raccoon or a possum looking at us right there. So we got an animal right off the bat. Yeah, that's a raccoon. I can see him pretty good there. So, got a raccoon right down here looking at us. Okay, this is an interactive hike. If you see anything, you hear anything, I need you to drop it in the comments. We're at, this is Creek Road and the Creek Road covered bridge to start out, but this is Camp Pete. This is where I videoed The Woods Have Eyes. So this is The Woods Have Eyes Part 2. But I wanted to start off over here and get a view of this. I tried to do this yesterday, testing a new camera, which was a total failure. Okay. So I have to preference that. It's a beautiful night. We got a few little wispy clouds in the sky, but mostly clear skies. Okay, and it is 53 degrees with a very light breeze. I think the breeze was at 4 miles an hour, so not much. Yesterday was perfect. It was calm. It was calm. There was like literally no breeze. And I was down here, the camera literally epically failed on me, and I am back using the old one. I did today purchase a new camera, but I have to get a good CD card for it. It didn't come with the camera, and the salesperson did not tell me, or they could have had another sale. So, because I would have bought it there too. There you see him walking along Creek Road to the entrance. That's the top of the hill. That's Keefus Road, where that street light is. Now, one of the reasons I'm not completely bummed is that last night, while it was a quiet, perfect night to do a hike, I caught a couple of owls up in the trees from a distance, and literally that was it. Not even deer. Tonight we even got a raccoon. I didn't see that much. Now this side is state land. That's state of Ohio land. And this is the Camp Pete Park. Okay, I gotta, if you hear my voice being a little raspy, I have some very, very bad allergies and some other problems there that are related to all the problems I've had from my service in Iraq and Afghanistan. And it literally like wrecks my voice box and gives me this real raspy voice, even makes it hard for me to talk. And there's a lot of debris and dust in the air down here, which does give me problems, even though I'm on medication and got a shot for it, and I still have problems with it. But I do still function. So I will try keep my voice down and see if we can find any more stuff back here. Again, if you see something, hear something, let me know. This is my old camera, so I apologize if it is not as good a quality as I want. This is the iPhone 14 Pro. And it's not done a terrible job. It's just not done as good as I'd like. If I see something, I want you guys to be able to see it even better than what I'm seeing. If I hear something, I want you guys to hear it even better. So that's kind of the quality I'm looking for. See, we got some very tall trees. We got a half moon up there. It's giving me just a touch more light than yesterday. It was very dark. Now, because I didn't have the advantage of scouting this yesterday, it is very swampy. It is very swampy. However, ooh, that was a frog that just dove into the water there. The frogs over here, they're here, as you can see, but they're quiet. They're real quiet, which is not normal for these things. You've heard them in some of my other videos. They actually get obnoxiously loud. And for some reason, back here, they're here, but they are dead quiet. I don't know why. If you do understand a little bit more of their nature as to why they are in mass not making noise, then please let me know. And it's not just like a temporary. They were like this last night. You see the evidence that there's frogs here, but you can't hear any of them. I didn't hear a frog all last night. And there's been other nights where, again, I take these hikes a lot and they've been obnoxious. Now, you can hear the traffic from I-90, which is about, I'd say, 1.5 miles this way from me. We are about 2 miles from the railroad tracks, and it is not out of the question that we will pick up the train horn. Actually pretty loud. We had one really loud train horn last night that actually startled me. It was so loud, echoing through the valley. But again, last night's video was wrecked and ended up having to be deleted, which is real frustrating. Real frustrating, and I wasn't able to get a video out to you guys. However, I'm hoping tonight, well, it already seems like, because we seen a raccoon, hoping we have we see some more stuff and hear some more stuff. Now, you remember last video I did here, we actually ran into the pack of coyotes, and I have been informed that literally no regular coyotes exist in Northeast Ohio. They're all interbred with wolves, so they're coy wolves, which are bigger, more aggressive. Thankfully, those things didn't want to mess with me. Now, if there is some reason where I feel like I have the need to defend myself, I am carrying my 10mm and my 9mm. However, I'm sorry, I'm adjusting some of my equipment here. Yeah. If I have to defend myself, the camera will be dropped in order to grab the gun. So this Camp Pete is actually a function. Oh, we got something right over here, straight ahead. Low to the ground. It was real dusty back here. But where did he go? And it's something that was right over there at the base of that tree that's dead center of the camera. Low to the ground. I don't know if it picked up, because I don't see it now. Where you at? No, I didn't walk this last night, and it is like a swamp, total swamp back here. It is April. So it looks like whatever it was, it took off. Oh, there we go. You see that eye shine right there? We have something. That is low to the ground. I can't tell what it is, but as low to the ground as that is, I'm thinking that's a smaller, like raccoon possum type. Okay. I mean, that is like real low to the ground. So we also have, I mean, back here, I don't think there's any beaver this far into the woods. And muskrats, we also have woodchucks. That could possibly be. We have a lot of rabbit. So it is, and I have seen a rabbit. I got a rabbit on video last time down here. And it may have been rabbit. And okay, so I have to mention this for one of my viewers, Erica. There is the bathroom. She always wants to know where it is on each video. I think she wants to know more for plotting how to destroy it than use it, but nonetheless, it's here. Okay, because this is a functioning campground. There's not too many people that ever really camp out here because it's tent camping. I do plan on doing that. I want to see. It's hard to capture the ridge line up there. So it's weird. I'm feeling like pockets of like warm air. And I keep like hitting like them in pockets. That is incredibly strange. Because we did have a nice warm day, and it did get into around 70 degrees in some spots. I want to say the official high for Conneaut was 68. And again, it was 53 at the time I started this hike. Now this place here, there's a 100-foot high steep cliff to my left, the woods, and then the Conneaut Creek, which is pretty deep right now, to the right. And on the opposite side of the Conneaut Creek is another 100-foot high steep cliff. So I am kind of wedged into a small valley. I heard a noise there when I was talking. Check that and see if you hear that. Because there is a little bit of the rustle of my equipment, but that's one of the campsites. Now I'm trying to keep where my eyes check out the camera too, but a lot of the times my eyes are scanning around other places because it feels creepy. It's weird kind of getting hit with these little bursts of warm air. And it is so quiet back here. Can hear a few of those frogs like off in the distance. Oh, I caught eye shine back here. I don't know if you've seen that. It was just a glimpse and it was low. Again, I apologize. The nose starts to run some here. It's like out of control allergies. Oh, we had something right there. Eye shine straight ahead. Duck down. I see him. It seems like he's moving away from me. There we go. Something is back there. I don't see what it is. Or where he went. Now, one of the things, it's a weakness about my iPhone. It doesn't zoom in really good to begin with. And when you zoom it in, it has a light for at nighttime that goes off, and the audio lessens for some reason. So if you're wondering why I'm not zooming in, it's because I don't want to sacrifice the audio actually and the vision. I got eye shine back here straight ahead. I can see it. We got the woods are pretty active tonight. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to get a better view, but I got something looking at me right over here. Okay, see this? Okay, this tree right here. Look to the right of that and back, and this is a frustrating thing and why I want to find a much better camera, because I can't see it picking it up, and it's gone now. I don't see it, but I can't tell what it is. I want a camera that when I see something, you guys are gonna see it too, and I want to be able to even better pick up not just the eye shine, but I want to see what it is. We got something else back there moving, and I think that might be a bigger animal. That might be a deer. Straight ahead. It's pretty far back into the woods. Okay. Well, tonight is not disappointing. There we go. He's right back there. Right where that little dark spot is in the center. He was, and he moved. So I think that might be a deer. Again, I'm guessing, and I'm guessing off of, from what I can see, very limited. But what I can tell you for sure is the woods have eyes tonight. We had some big storms. A couple of them roll through, knocked quite a bit of trees down. It is very quiet. Very, very quiet. But I'm telling you, last night, you know, even though the camera was not good quality, it's like I could still see, and there was literally nothing. So I'm going to show you guys something. Not that it's anything, but look at how these trees arch. It's just creepy. I'm not saying it means anything. I don't know. But it's creepy how it does that. And it definitely kind of grasped my attention. Okay. Now, my plan is this weekend I will be out with cameraman Jack and crew, and we explore a little more deeply into things. When there's a group, I got eye shine straight back here again. See where the dark spot is in the center? It's literally like towards the bottom of that little V, the dark area. It's moving. Alright. So when I'm by myself, I try to stick to the paths, and I don't really go chasing after anything. Because if I'm by myself and go chasing after something, I would rather have my gun drawn. Okay. When I'm with the group, yeah, we do a lot more of that together. Okay, this is this little stream here. This is a cool little spot. I want to check this way because I have that something. But this is a cool scene. There is a house up there. That's what that light is. That cool little ravine, and you got the little waterfall there. That's where I come from. And literally found something that's following me, because I see the eye shine back there again. So I got something kind of following me. And I don't know if it's just going the same way as I am, or if it's following me. See, big cliff, straight up, and the thick woods on the right hand side. And I will have to turn around to walk back, which I'm going to be not going up too far because it literally turns into a swamp. And we got to keep an eye out here and see if that's something that's following me. Because then, if it's following me, well then it's very less likely that it's a deer, and much more likely that it's a predator. Oh, that's thick mud. It like sunk down. That was me stepping on a stick. Stuff on the path from those storms. I just want to show you. These trees are well over 100 feet high. In a valley that's over 100 feet high. These are thick, thick woods and a lot of old trees. This area, I believe it was early 20s that it was made into the campground. And it was owned by the Pete family, Clara Pete. Prior to that, they kept this area wooded. They didn't let it. So literally, that's a long time. That's over 100 years that they have kept this area untouched. Okay, this is the area where I have to go off the path and makes me real noisy. And I gotta go walking into the woods. Now, if you see, I can't see it right now, but dead ahead of me, there is a little something that's glowing in the dark, but that is the boundary marker. So we are close to the end. This is like, I'm estimating here because I think it's like 69 acres of forest. The Metro Parks also then purchased the area adjacent across the Conneaut Creek. And so it like doubled it in size. But you have to cross the creek for it. This is very swampy back here. And very noisy. That train whistle's going in the background. So I said this was the area I stopped at yesterday because it is a total mud hole. And you can see that little light in the back there, that's the property boundary anyway. So this is as far as we're gonna go. And we're gonna turn around and start to head back. My journey on the way back is always more active. Even last night, I seen nothing at all walking in. And on the way out, I seen a couple of owls. But they were not in that spot when I had checked earlier. So I literally, it seems like always the walk back is where the weird things start to happen. That's when I had the rock thrown at me. And I got that eye shine that was about 8 to 10 foot off the ground right when I seen it, at a rock come whizzing over my head. It's where I had a large bird, probably an owl, dive bomb me and ran into the pack of coy wolves. So that was on that way back where I found the animal skeleton on the pathway and hanging on the tree. That was the walk back. So, now I'm making a bunch of noise here, so I don't like this part here, because trying to walk is literally like a swamp down the center. I heard a noise there. Almost sounded like a ripcord. I don't know what that was. Another thing that happened on my way back on a day hike, I started getting paced by something. And I had to literally draw my gun on that one. And could hear the footsteps. They kept stopping like one step after me. And after the third time of that, I drew my gun, put it up in the air, and said, keep on following me, and you'll find out what'll happen. And it stopped. So, might have been some jackass human, or some other animal that recognized what a gun was. I don't know. But whatever it was, knew the jig was up. And it quit following me. Oh, tripping. Jeez. I thought, just before I tripped, I thought I heard a noise in the woods. I heard a noise behind me, but I don't see anything. Stream. You can see now the cliff is on my right and the woods to my left. apologize. I'm gonna try to keep this going, but I gotta grab the Kleenex. I'm trying to not do that when I'm on camera, but the allergies are just too bad right now. Hope you guys understand. Back out to that first pavilion, picnic area. And seeing the old remains of the one of the old cabins that burned down, and they said they were chimney fires too. And I think one might have been electrical, but I believe they were all chimney fires. Then you got the second one over here. It burned down as well. Let's see, how would you feel about, I mean, even if these cabins were up, camping down here in a place like that, or in one of the spots down here, setting up a tent. Planning, hopefully, with cameraman and crew, that we will end up doing that. But I don't know. That'll end up being up to them. If not, I may see if I can find someone else, because I don't want to do that one alone. To do an overnight set up camp and everything here. Well, whatever that was moving along in the woods with me, evidently it lost interest. So I haven't been able to see it. And I haven't really heard much. This is definitely an area where you may pick up the owls up in the trees. And I am trying to get to a good spot where I can see, straight up there. Get out of the way, moth. You guys see that? I don't know if you can see that. Straight back out there, up in the trees. I'm looking pretty clearly at it. That is definitely an owl up there in that tree, 60 feet up. Let me see, right about there. There he is, you see it? Caught that eye shine just there for a second. He's way up in that tree. And he's staring at me. But that is so high up in the tree. And he's got some big eyes. You can still see him over there. Watching me. But yeah, his big eyes, and I can see they're close together as well. That's definitely owl. And that's why I was looking, because this is an area where I do end up seeing them. I've seen them on the other night hike and last night as well. It kind of hangs right in that area. Now I do, right up at the top of this ridge, there's roads called Keefish Road. It's a dirt road, which is another area, reason why, because it's like literally right at the edge up there. That's why we get a lot of the dust and debris in the air. It literally falls down into the valley from the dirt road up above. Ooh, I had something fly over here. There's a little shaver in this tree. Can't, yeah, there he is, a little squirrel. You guys see him up there? Running up that tree. It's a little squirrel. It's like a gray squirrel. I thought it was a bird at first because I seen it jump from tree to tree, but it was just a little squirrel. So you can see a lot of wildlife around here. And if you get bored with me looking at squirrels and owls, I don't know what to tell you, man. I go out there to look to see whatever's here. Okay, so if I find a deer, cool. Then hike was successful. If I just hike in the woods, to me, that's hike successful. But if you know, I like finding the wildlife that is around here. I have been able to verify that there are now animals in this woods that have not been around here since the 1800s. And so I do investigate for them. Seeing those bobcats like I did, proof that they're here in the city limits. And they said those weren't around here, but they're clearly. Ooh, what the hell was that? Did y'all hear that? Because I'm talking too much again. That was a weird screech. And it's coming from a side where there's like no houses up there. That's Metro Park land. That was a weird, freaking weird screech. I mean, that literally sent chills down my back. I don't know what that was. I hope you guys heard that. If you didn't, it's why I need to get a better camera with better audio. Which I do have one, and we're gonna test that out. once I get the SD card. This is not a cheap camera. Let me just tell you that, in the SD card for it. There we go, we got a little creature moving right over here, low to the ground. That's something low. We do have a lot of skunk around here too, which is another reason you wouldn't ever want to run up onto something, because there are lots of skunks and they don't run from you. They will stand their ground and you will stink. Okay, did catch another little critter, but I can't tell what it was. It was just faint with its eyes. And it was literally right over by this tree that's in the center. It was kind of like right at the base of it. Okay. These trees right here, these skinny ones, this is where the bones were hanging in the trees. It's so quiet back here that you can hear my footsteps crunching on the stones. Like, that is really loud. Over here is where the coy wolves were the last time. As you can see, this is a pretty good clearing. You can see pretty far back into the woods. We got nothing here tonight. Nothing behind us, which is good. Again, high tree canopy. Okay. Now I do got a preference, as we are facing north. Okay, while there's 0 houses over to this way and this way, there's one house that's like way up there that we passed earlier and I pointed it out. Not many houses back here. As we get up closer to the road, the houses aren't on Creek Road here yet, but there are up on the valley rim on the northwest side. You will start to pick up some of the lights from them. So I got to put that in there. If you see some lights up high in the distance, and I'll try to point them out, those are probably some houses that are on the valley rim as the creek takes a bend over here, and there are houses up along there. A really fancy neighborhood called Bridgeview Lane, part of an apartment complex on West Main Road. They're pretty far off into the distance, but you'll still catch some of the lights. And I don't want anyone to confuse that with eye shine of an animal. Now if you see, I can see it, but the camera's not picking it up straight ahead towards the top. We're seeing, son of a bitch, what is that? Y'all hear that? Something's running up the side of that hill. Okay. I didn't expect to have anything on this side. Caught the eye shine up there. There is some kind of critter up there. Right up there. Right up there, guys. Top of the hill, I can see it. But I can't see what it is. I can see its eyes looking down at me, but not what it is. Trying to see if I can... Oh, this ticks me off because I can't see the eye. I can see the camera's not, doesn't seem like it's picking it up. So something decided it wanted to scurry up this dang cliff. More power to it, because I don't think I'd make it. It's literally straight up 100 feet. So that's why it made so much noise, because that took a lot of effort. Jeez almighty. So I caught the eye shine on it. That was a bigger animal, but I'm not sure. It could have possibly been a deer. Its size, I mean, it was bigger. So and it looked, oh, here we go. Straight ahead, look at this. Guys, can you see this? Straight ahead. We got a couple things. Okay, I got a whole bunch of them. The woods have eyes. Again. Guys. Let me see. Can you see? There they are. You see them? Couple different colors eyes too. We got an orange and a green, and there's another one over here, green. I'm gonna keep this zoomed in because I don't know what they are. The woods have eyes. Right there. Okay, I can see them pretty clearly. Straight ahead there, we have deer. Hello there. It's a few deer. Scary looking eyes, but they look pretty harmless. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing there? Yeah, those ones I can clearly see their necks, their bodies, and they're watching me. So that was probably one of their herd that took off up the hill. Hello there. Okay. We got deer. So that's pretty cool. Much better than last night. Much, much better. So that was probably, I'm gonna guess that 90% that was one of their herd that had kind of wandered away from them just a little bit and heard me coming and got scared and ran up a 100-foot cliff. Because deer aren't necessarily the brightest. Okay, let me try to zoom this back just a little. There we go, that's where I want it. It's hard to get it set right back. It has to be set back right at the ×1 because it can go back even further. It can go to negatives, but the camera light doesn't turn on. Straight ahead of me, that light, that's not actually a light, that's a reflection off of the sign. Okay. Huh. You see how a deer can kind of scare the crap out of you when you don't know what it is. It's good to see. There was nothing out yesterday. I could not find a deer. I found 2 owls high up in the trees, and I mean really high up. Heard a noise there. May have been the deer. And I walked through a spider web. Son of a... Okay. Now that we're back up here. Yeah, we got something running up here. Okay. That's the stream noise. That little... Okay. Now that we're up here to the road. I got stuff moving behind me there too, and it's probably that crew. They're noisy. Okay. Gotta do my shout outs. Wildlife area. That's an Ohio wildlife area. Okay. My shout outs. Okay. So if any of y'all looked in my comments, you'll notice that there is a group of girls from Oklahoma, 10 of them to be exact, who are constantly commenting, and they've made this a whole lot of fun. So I gotta say thank you to all of them, especially Maddie and Adeline. They're my production manager and assistant production manager. They've been a big help to me. And Erica, who I always have to point out where the bathroom is. So this road has some big potholes in it, so I literally got to watch my step on the road in here as I'm trying to keep my head on a swivel, looking around at stuff. This road is more of a tripping hazard than the path I was on back there. You can see Creek Road covered bridge in the distance, and that's Bridgeview Lane up top there. You can see, I'm not sure what that light is that's coming in, because I can't see that with my eyes. That's literally the camera picking that up. It's a pretty cool shot, actually. Beautiful and creepy. Ooh, hearing some noises over here still. So the woods are alive tonight. See, those are reflective things, little reflector gates. That's definitely a game trail. Okay, and I'm parked over here at the Creek Road access. I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers, all my listeners from United Kingdom, Sweden, and Canada as well. God bless you all for watching. I greatly appreciate you. You know what? We're going to take one more look up here, because this is where I end up seeing little things. I hope you guys like this. I want you to please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll end with a dusty Creek Road covered bridge. It's really cool here in the daytime with these benches. Just sit here and watch the wildlife and everything. Okay. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and have a wonderful evening.